Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is in your place. Thank you for being here with me and for doing the MIR-Method with me later on. If you're new here, very warm welcome. I'm going to discuss the subject of tonight, which is the fear of the unknown. And after that, we're going to do the MIR-Method all together so that the fear of the unknown will be a little bit less in our system and will eventually be very much less, so that we feel confident in the new things, that we walk with confident towards new people and new jobs and new relationships. So, well, if you want a new relationship, that is. And if you have been here before, warm welcome too. Thank you for being here again and for helping me doing the MIR-Method, because when we do it as a group, it works stronger. And I strongly believe that when we do it as a group, we also work for the rest of the world. So for the greater good, for the whole of humanity. So I really love doing this, and I'm always happy when people work with us. When you do this MIR-Method, not live at this moment, but later on with the recorded video, the energy will contribute to the whole of the group. So we have this time game that it doesn't matter when you do it now live or later on in the recording. So feel very welcome. If you are a MIR-Method coach, thank you so much for working with the people and for helping them to find out their real root causes of their complaints, because that will help them get rid of the ailments much quicker. So if you have an ailment and you want to get rid of it and it takes long with the MIR-Method, you can always go to a MIR-Method coach and they will help you find out what is the root cause, because they can use muscle testing. I use it on my fingers. Well, that takes long to explain, but I can feel on the strength of my muscles if something is according to my subconscious, if it's how do I say that? If it's okay according to my subconscious or if it's not okay. So it's very interesting to learn the intelligence of your muscles. And this is from the kinesiology, if you're interested, kinesiology. So very warm welcome to all of you. I'm going to talk about this fear of the unknown. And that's also, for example, it's recognizable when you have to change schools and you're very anxious for the first school day. So what are the children like, or the other students, and will they like me? Will I fit in the group? What are the teachers like? And can I do it? So it can give you a big fear. Also with a new job, when you anticipate, for example, you are in a job and you're really unhappy, the anticipation of going to a new job may be so fearful that you prefer to stay at the old job where you are really miserable, because the fear of the unknown is so big. You don't want to take that step. And that way you are missing out on the good things in life. So that will be really unfortunate if this fear of the unknown is so strong inside of you. This also goes for relationships. People that are very unhappy in a relationship, they stay in there because they know what they have and they don't know what's coming if they decide to get out of the relationship. That way many people are sticking together when in fact they shouldn't be together anymore. When you go to a new group, for example a choir, when you like to sing, but you dare not go to a group because you're afraid of what they may say, of what they find of your singing voice, or so then you may decide not to go to this choir at all, and then missing out on the good thing of singing. Because singing is one of the best ways to heal yourself, to have emotional healing and to regain new energy. And this fear of the unknown, of what will this choir be like, and can I contribute, or so that's something that's really sad, if this fear of the unknown is hindering you to join this new group or in this new sports club or new hobby club, whatever. There are also people that have paranormal abilities and they are afraid of it. So, for example, when they see people who have passed away, for example, ghosts, so these can be souls that are still on Earth and did not find the way to go home, to go to where they came from. And there are people that can see these deceased people, but they don't know what to do with it. Because when you see them, it's also possible that you are able to send them away to where they came from, to their home. And if you have this, it's very important that you find a medium or a teacher, somebody who teaches you how to deal with this. I am a person, I cannot see deceased people, not anymore. I could as a child, but I closed it off. I can feel, I can sense it when people are around me that have deceased, and I can help them go to the light. It's one of my purposes on Earth. And I'm happy to do it because they are very grateful very often, and I'm not afraid of it. So that's my lucky thing. And I wish that for you too. If you have this paranormal gift, I wish for you that it's the same for you, that you feel sort of happy to see them and to help them go towards the light or towards their home, their original families. So find your teachers and find out what you have to do with this gift, because you don't have this ability for nothing. There is a reason. So find your teachers and find out what you have to do with it, and it will make you happy. Then there's also the extraterrestrials. Wonderful word, extraterrestrials. And they are, of course, we have these Hollywood films in where these ETs are very, very dangerous and aggressive. But the truth is that there are a lot of extraterrestrials on Earth that are helping humanity. They are helping us with inventions like free energy or new ways of healing people. They give advice to governments, and this is all hidden for the public, but in the coming time, this will all come forward. So we will hear about all that's going on, and it's wonderful. It's such positive news. So I'm going to sit up straight for this. So it's very, very wonderful what is coming. And this may be giving you a little bit of fright because it's the fear of the unknown. We don't know what's coming. I know it's going to be wonderful because I've seen some things of what is coming. And it's when we work on the fear of the unknown, we can embrace all the new thing, all what is coming. And we can be rest assured inside of us that it's for the good, for the greater good, what this cooperation with extraterrestrials. Now, how does this fear come about? Why do we have this fear of the unknown? That's very often it comes from the role models of parents, but not only parents, but also other adult people around us. So maybe grandparents, or maybe a teacher at school, maybe a big brother or sister. When you are a child, you depend on the grown-ups around you. If you trust this person to be secure for you, but this person is very, let me just put myself bigger. So if this person is fearful about something, for example, I'm not going to drive to this other place, it's too far away and I'm afraid, and it's raining and I don't know what's going to happen. And if your adult with you is behaving like that, it's going to land on you as a child 1,000 times stronger. So the fear of this adult, which should be your security, the person that's wavering, and it gives you as a child the fear of, which is enormous, like, oh, I'm not going to drive there because it's so terrible, what's going to happen? So in a child's mind, it will blow up 1,000 times bigger. And it only needs to happen once. So it's very easy to get this insight as in a child in your system. And then you feel this fear but in fact it wasn't your fear, but somebody sort of instilled it on you. The good news is you can get rid of it again. So if it's not your fear, you can sort of give it back or just let go. Now, how do you let go? I'm gonna show some more. When a MIR-Method coach works, they always look for SEEs, significant emotional events. Significant means important. So it's an important emotional event. When you get lost as a child, for example, at a shopping mall or at a store, and you can't find your parents or your father or mother, you might panic. And then when you find your father or mother again, you might think the trauma is over, but that's not the case. Because very often when a child comes back to the parent was so worried that they start telling this child off. I told you not to run away. I've been telling you that so often. You still don't stay with me. You're so... And then maybe they even smack the child. Like 20, 30 years ago, that was quite normal to smack a child, to discipline a child. So that's, in fact, that you get lost as a child and you can't find your parents seems to be the trauma. But in fact, the moment you find back your parent and you think you're safe, then when you get told off with aggression and maybe even smacked, that in fact is the SEE, that is the trauma. So a MIR-Method coach will find out exactly what was the exact big problem, the SEE, that is causing you to be fearful for the unknown. So what is really underneath? There's a big role for the large intestine meridian. I have a drawing here. It's a wonderful drawing that I made, and you can see here the large intestine meridian. I'm going to show you. Here is the index finger. The meridian starts here at the tip of the finger and then goes through the hand, through the underarm, through the elbow, upwards to the shoulder, then to the back of the, then to the front again, through the neck, through the cheek, under the nose, and that ends at the other side of the nose. And there's another meridian. It's exactly mirrored, goes up through the shoulder, through the back side of the shoulders, to the front, through the cheek, under the nose, and it ends at the other side of the nose, at the nostrils. So when people sneeze, that's where the large intestine meridian is actually unblocking. So it's clearing something. So whenever somebody sneezes, you can actually say, congratulations. So that's funny, because somebody has let go something. That's why people sneeze, because the large intestine meridian has started flowing again. There's another way you can see this. These are all Dutch words, but you can see here at the side, the left side, you see dikke darm, which is Dutch for large intestine. And then you see the numbers 5 till 7. This means 5 till 7 o'clock in the morning. So very early in the morning when you wake up, all of a sudden you wake up, that's when the large intestine meridian is blocked. You should not wake up between 5 and 7. So the large intestine meridian is, when you wake up, that tells you that you have problem letting go something. So something is bothering you, you have problems letting it go. For example, things from the past, or maybe there's an issue at work, or maybe you have a problem in your relationship. So something's bothering you and you find it hard to let go. Those are the mornings, usually 2-3 mornings that you wake up really early. Now the good news is, when this happens, something is shifting in you. So you are from the set situation changing into a new situation. So you're going from something in the past that's not helpful for you, you're changing into something good, but it's unknown. So the fear of the unknown is then triggered as well. So it's the problem of the large intestine meridian. The problem is that you find it hard to let go, but also have fear for the unknown. And that's when people are a bit stuck and it takes a little bit of time to change. Now this is, oh, sorry, I have this itching here. Something's touching me. I don't know what it is. All right. And so many people on Earth feel this change on the world at this moment. So we are changing, we are evolving as a species, as human beings, towards a world of peace. This is coming. It goes through a little bit of storm, and when that has gone away, it won't take long, then we will be in this peace, world of peace. And but because we don't know exactly what's coming, lots of people feel this unsteadiness, and the large intestine meridian is a little bit not flowing very well. It's like there's syrup in there. So we need to unblock it. You can use the MIR-Method for it in step 4 with clear meridians. That's where you also clear the large intestine meridian. And that helps you go through these changes much easier. Now, how does this fear of the unknown become less? Do research, find information. If you are psychic or you have psychic abilities, but you don't look at it and you don't research it, that's too bad, because when you research it and you find out that many more people have the same things, and you find people that have the same abilities and you can talk about it, that's when all this fear becomes less and less. So find teachers or find people that have the same abilities. Do the MIR-Method. Step 4 helps you to clear meridians. And here are some more tips for you. First of all, everything changes all the time. That's a given. So on Earth, everything changes. I have these wonderful flowers with me. Look at these tulips. Aren't they wonderful? So bright and sunny. They're my darlings. It's like as if they're glowing. They're so bright yellow. Now these tulips, in a week's time, they will be different because they change. So I'm going to really enjoy them at the moment. And your body has changed. It has renewed itself completely. Every cell in your body has been renewed. So your body isn't the same at all. You are completely new. You have changed totally. So change is everywhere, and it's a good thing to realize that and to start accepting that. Change is everywhere and it's totally normal. And the more you can lean into that and understand that's normal on Earth and I'm going to flow with it, it's fine, like a river that's meandering through the downhill. Just go with the flow. That's what life on Earth is about. Everything changes. The second tip is let go of the past, and it will help you when you do step 4. That's when you support the large intestine meridian. The third one is take risks. The people in America know this. They support each other and they always say, good for you, you go take risks. And when the people fail in America, they go, well done, because you probably learn a lot of it, and then go take another risk. That's my prejudice for Americans. But it's a positive one, I think. Usually people say take risks and don't be afraid to fail. And I say take risks and fail. So don't make a fuss of things that are not going right, but try them and do things, because that's when you learn so much. I usually make mistakes when I give webinars. I press the buttons too early or too late, so I look a bit silly when I do that, or I forget to translate words, or my cats all of a sudden run across the table, or whatever. So I make mistakes and I laugh about it, and I think it makes me look a bit normal, like a human being, because I'm not perfect, and that helps other people to find, oh, I'm not perfect either. I can make a mistake. That's fine. Yes, that's fine. We're a little bit like, what's her name again? Pippi. God, I don't know the English word of her. You know, this girl with the tails that are like that, the red hair? Pippi, no, whatever. She's like that. She takes risks and she makes mistakes, and then she just learns from them and goes on again. The fourth tip is inner child. Be curious. So if you find something that's unknown to you, then be curious and research and find out and go talk to other people. Do you know about that? Have you heard of it? And then just be curious and see what happens and see what it is about. Have you heard of this new choir? I would like to go there. Have you heard about it? I really want to peek in during the breaks and see how they are amongst each other, if the atmosphere is positive or not. And then, do you want to come with me and have a look? Be like an investigative child. Have fun. And then surround yourself with positive people. And that's people that encourage you, the people that have nice words for you. And you only need 1 or 2 people, not much. So if you don't have any positive people around you, go find them, because that's very important. Because if you feel fear for the unknown, it's so lovely when there are people with you that support you. And they say, well, why don't you have a look? I'll come with you. Let's see what it's like there. And the 7th one is trust yourself, because you have every ability you need to survive in this world, but also to take risks or to find new groups of people or go somewhere. Everything you need is inside you already. So it's good if you relax inside yourself and start realizing everything is already in you. You know how to do it, or if you don't know, you can learn. You can ask people, or you can find out on the internet first. You have every ability in you. Trust yourself. Now, to help you trust yourself and to let go of things, we can do the MIR-Method now, so that we also let go of the fear of the unknown. Okay, start stroking your hand. When you caress your skin, please realize that you are very valuable, because when you change yourself inside, you also change the people around you, and you also change the whole of humanity, because you do have influence on that. So thank you. All right, we're going to start. Step 1, optimize acidity. Optimize acidity. Optimize acidity. Detox all toxicity. Detox all toxicity. Detox all toxicity. Detach, Father. Detach, Father. Detach, Father. Clear meridians. Clear meridians. Clear meridians. Supplement all shortages. Supplement all shortages. Supplement all shortages. Balance hormone system. Balance hormone system. Balance hormone system. Fulfill basic needs. Fulfill basic needs. Fulfill basic needs. Optimize chakras and aura. Optimize chakras and aura. Optimize chakras and aura. Clarify mission. Clarify mission. Clarify mission. All right, well done. I wonder if you were yawning or sighing or maybe even burping, because those are things from the body that show that something has happened inside you. If you would like, I would really love to read what happens with you and if you could feel something. If you would like that, leave that in the comments, please do. I would love to read it. you can do it on the English website and then find MIR-Method.com/webinar-unknown. If you go there, it's also underneath this video. You can see the link and you can click that. That's where you can put a comment. I would really love to have that. Thank you. All right. I'm really glad you joined me. I'm looking forward to all the people that are going to watch this a little bit later on, which is totally fine. And I hope I can see you again within 2 weeks' time. And I wish you a wonderful April Fool's Day, because that's tomorrow. A wonderful April Fool's Day. And I hope you have lots of fun with the people around you. Okay, see you again in 2 weeks' time. Till then, bye-bye.